Hello. How's it going? Give me a moment. I had to use the restroom, so I took the liberty of utilizing the starting soon screen to do that. Um, but I also wanted to get some water. I thought I would have enough time to get water and use the restroom, but I did not. Fortunately, my refrigerator is literally like 2 feet away, so I'm just gonna stroll. What? Stroll? Wheel? Wheel on over? I don't know. To my fridge and refill my water bottle. I guess I could do that on the camera. Maybe it'll bug out. Oh my god. Okay, my microphone fell. Hold on a moment. I didn't really have enough water to fill up my water bottle, so I'll have to sort that out later. I use a water filter. I need to change the filter because I've been using this one for a while. It's probably old by now, but anyways, not a big deal. What is a big deal is the fact that there might be vampires in the world of Professor Layton. In particular, in the village or town of Dropstone, which I'm pretty sure is literally just like in a mountain. I think that's the deal with this game. It it literally just takes place in a mountain. Um, don't know if that's true, but that's what it seems. Since I think they were going through an underground tunnel when they switched cars. Anyways, let's I guess just a quick moment. What the heck? Okay, I don't know what's going on. Just a quick thing to show off because it's kind of cool, vaguely, is I ended up getting a totem Pokemon in Poke Farm. Okay, I'm glad it actually showed the right screen. I was a little bit worried there that it might show something different than what I wanted. But here we go. Mimikyu totem form. And I don't really know what the difference is between normal Mimikyu, and totem form. I don't really know what totem forms are. I think that they only show up in like Pokemon Sun and Moon, which funnily enough is actually one of the few Pokemon games that I've played. I think I played Pokemon Platinum when I was younger. That was like the first big Pokemon game that I played. I guess technically I played Fire Red when I was really young, but I borrowed that from somebody and I accidentally like messed with their save file. So, it was a little bit rough, but yeah, I did Pokemon Platinum and then pretty much just Pokemon Sun, and that's it. I've never really been a huge Pokemon game fan just because they kind of all feel the same to me. And even then, it's like, I don't know, just collecting dudes, turn based battle. It's just not really my vibe, which is interesting because I do call myself like a JRPG kind of fan, but the more that I play JRPGs, the more that I realize I don't like JRPGs. Just because don't like I don't like grinding, which is a huge thing in JRPGs. And, like they're super cheesy a lot of the time, and like I never finish games. And I think part of them is because whenever they get long and monotonous and drawn out, I get demotivated, which is like happens a lot in JRPGs. So I don't know. It's a love-hate relationship for me. But that said, I just wanted to show that off for a little bit because I thought it was kind of cool. My first major milestone in Poke Farm, which is just getting a totem Pokemon. I think the deal with that, it takes forever because you have to send this Pokemon out on missions, and you need to do at least 5 missions from every area, and a mission takes an hour, and like eventually it'll get tired. And I gotta take breaks in between, and you're not even guaranteed to get the specific item from that area. So yeah, you can take a minute, but that said, let's see. I think we did get a bonus last time, didn't we? Because we made B like super fit, so we unlocked a new challenge, the Animal Lover's House. Okay, so I'm pretty sure these puzzles are insanely difficult, if I'm not wrong. Here, Luke, give this one a try. Yeah, 70 Pickerots. Okay. Sure. A magician charges a traveler with a task. Take a certain number of pearls out of a bag of 500. This number, when divided by any number 2 through 7, always produces a whole number if you remove 1 pearl before dividing. Bring me this number and all the pearls are yours. The number of pearls the traveler takes from the bag doesn't produce a whole number when 1 pearl is removed and the remaining pearls are divided by 4, but his number meets the other conditions. How many pearls did he take from the bag? Okay. Any number 2 through 7. So, mathematically speaking, and math is hard, but mathematically speaking, that means that this number is... God. So x minus 1 mod 2 equals 0, x minus 1 mod 3 equals 0, x minus 1 mod 4 equals 0, so on and so forth, right? So what does that say? I guess it has to be an odd number, right? Because otherwise it would be divisible by 2. But it's not divisible by 4. Oh my god. I don't know how to do math like this. It's been a really long time. 11 minutes in. Okay, I'll try to talk about this for a little bit. I'm probably just going to give this one up because these types of puzzles are super difficult, the ones in the bonus, and they're not really meant to just be like played for fun. I think you're supposed to like really puzzle them out. X minus 1 mod 2 equals 0. And this equals x minus 1 mod 3. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't really know. gonna give up. That was fun. Look, I'll just have to study this later. I'll have to look up how to do modulo mathematics again in the future. But for now, let's just get back to the game at hand. If I remember correctly, we're basically just looking for photograph scraps so that we can piece the photo back together. Aha. Layton and Luke returned to the hotel to ask Shelmy about the photo from the doctor's home. I forgot that they do this in this game. They might have done this in the first game as well. The little story recaps. Unfortunately, it seems the inspector unwittingly scattered the photo scraps all across town. Following the inspector's trail, the pair sets out to recover the missing pieces of the photo. Easy. Right, and this was the game, or the area, rather, where we had the 80 picarot puzzle to get the garbage out of the area. That was a massive pain in the behind. So, let's see. We picked up 7 scraps so far. I guess we've got more work ahead of us. Yeah, I'm curious if all the scraps are in that back area or not. Yes, the job's far from over. It would seem we're about halfway there, give or take a piece. But we've walked the length of this alley, and I think it's safe to say we won't find anything else here. I say we focus the remainder of our search on other places the inspector likely visited. Okay, sure. The professor and Luke decided to search the town for missing scraps of the photo. So I'm guessing they weren't able to show up. They weren't able to show up earlier in other locations, but now that we've been to the alley, they can. Maybe?
Taking in the sights, are you? Have you heard of the Herzen Museum? It's got all sorts of antiques from Folsense's most important family. Don't plan on visiting, though. The curator, Grinko, is almost never there. If you ever find the place open, consider yourself lucky.
Yes, we noticed. We were hoping to visit, but the museum was closed when we passed by.
Word is, the museum's owner ordered Grinko to lock the place up and run around town to find something.
The Elysian box, perhaps? The owner, you say? Do you happen to know who this person is?
Of course, everyone does. It's the same fellow who owns the Momentary Express, if you can believe it.
I can believe it, actually. That's one of the people I was thinking it could be.
Maybe building museums is some weird hobby for the rich, but it seems like a waste to me.
Okay. It would seem Mr. Beluga owns not only the Military Express, but the Herzen Museum as well. Yeah, that's what he just said, bro. Weird. What use would Mr. Beluga have with a little museum like that? Who can say? For now, what's clear is that Mr. Beluga may have ties to the Herzens he's kept quiet about. Yeah. Imagine that.
Don't join with each other, you two? Good. Then look here at this trash I picked up off the ground.
Oh, that's a scrap of the photo. Oh my god, are we gonna have to talk to like every NPC in this game?
You were looking for this thing? Then take it back already. Here, it's all yours.
Terrible. Alright. Mr. Gorilla. Got in here. Let's talk to this dude again. Ooh!
Tell me, have you ever worked up the nerve to wander out past the edge of town? The tales I've heard about what people see out there would make your blood run cold. I recently went out there myself to take a few pictures with my best camera. What developed was, well, here, see for yourself.
Oh, I thought it was gonna play the sound effect. The one that goes like, dun. What is this? Oh, we're just trying to like put the outline with the actual photo. Yikes, there's a ghost in the forest. Or so you thought. Until you realized that the specter hovering in front of you was just a figure cut out of wood hanging from a branch. Looking around the area, you notice 4 pieces of wood scattered in the grass. Which one of these wooden slabs was the ghost cut out from? You have 4 choices, A, B, C, or D.
where the correct board may have flipped over while lying in the grass. Oh, okay. So even though this one looks like it's wrong because the tail's going the other way, it could actually be like you flip it. I don't know how to draw that. Something like that. Ooh, God. Okay, anyways. That being said, A is still off because the tail is way too long, right? This is wrong because the arms are going the wrong way. And then this is wrong because they only have 4 fingers. So it's B.
And now to test my theory.
Cool.
Ah, wonderful.
Ah, wonderful.
Good eye. The ghost was cut from board B. The board must have flipped over as it fell to the ground. All the other boards have slight differences that set them apart from the correct one. They're not even saying what the differences are. I guess they're kind of obvious. Hey, I thought you were going to show us a real ghost. Luke is pissed off as usual. He's got temper issues, man. He's doing anger management class.
Ha 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 ha! Sorry to get your hopes up, friend. I do so love pulling that one on customers. All joking aside, no one dares enter that forest lately. The whole place is overgrown and perilous.
Okay, a new hamster toy. The sandbox. Let's go. We can have him jump from the sandbox directly to the pool. If we want. Alright, talk to this dude. Business has been slower than a one-legged turtle. With no customers, I don't really have much to do, you know. Do you have any other duties here besides watching the door? He's not even watching the door. He's got his eyes closed, sleeping on the job. Yeah, little things. Just the other day, the boss, he tells me to make copies of the menu. He shoved it off on me because it's a pain to do. What do you say to helping me fold these bad boys? Okay. Puzzle 69, copying the menu. The menu you see here has been folded into thirds with print on both sides, meaning in total there are 6 pages to it. The boss needs a lot of copies, but your copying machine can copy a maximum of 2 adjacent menu pages at once. To save time, you want to complete a copy of the menu in as few passes through the machine as possible. What is the fewest number of passes through the machine you need to create a full duplicate of the menu? Copy a maximum of 2 adjacent menu pages at once. I mean, wouldn't it be 3? Maybe this is a trick question. Yeah, that looks like a 0. That was terrible, my god. Just for the sake of my pride, I'm gonna redo that one.
Just leave it to me.
Okay, it was 3.
That was almost
6
too
divided by
easy.
2, as it turns out. Good job. If you fold and copy the menu as shown above, you can make a complete duplicate of the menu in just 3 passes through the machine. Nice. Oh, so that's how you do it. I was thinking I'd have to fold them all fancy style. There are probably nicer ways to do it. Are you sure your boss is okay with you doing it like that? My god. Luke's about to go full on sicko mode again. He's charging. Ha ha ha. No one's gonna notice. Everyone's usually busy picking what they want to eat. If you say so, mister. Okay, no photo scraps, I guess. Should we head to the cabaret?
Found one.
Oh, he found one. I'm wondering...
If we... Oh, shoot. Here's a photo scrap.
Luke, is that another fragment of our missing photograph I see?
Cool. Just chilling on the ground. I guess let's go back to the entrance. Okay. Professor, this train still stopped in the station, but there's not a soul in sight.
And it seems we have no choice but to remain in town. All the more reason to proceed with our investigation of the area.
I guess so. Okay, let's keep looking. Alright, so we're here at the beginning of town. Who is this guy, by the way? Looks like some Ratatouille looking character. Rory. You're in Folsense now, kids, so go on and dream big, because anything's possible here. Let me welcome you newcomers with a little riddle. It celebrates a plaza like the one you and I are standing in right now. Okay, puzzle 60, plaza puzzle. Ooh, I don't know if you could hear that. That's my chair squeaking. So there's a big old statue in the middle of this plaza. When you take away the area occupied by the statue, the plaza looks kind of donut-like in shape. What you gotta do is divide this donut plaza into two identically shaped parts using only one line. Oh, and before you get any big ideas, the dotted lines shown below won't cut it because they're actually two lines. Right, okay. So it's something like that probably, right? I mean, it's terrible, but... Oh, like that. Is that good? Or, I don't know, like, what they're looking for. Oh my god, that's so bad. I guess that wouldn't be correct, would it? Because that would cut through the middle. Oh my god, what the frick am I doing, bro? I'm trying to draw like the yin and yang symbol, but I'm clearly not fit for any artistic displays. Even then, I don't think that's accurate. So let's just go like this. Let's see if it works.
And now to test my theory.
Okay. That was not correct.
My, this
Too
one
bad.
is
Focus on the
quite
term
formidable.
one line. There is a hint somewhere in there. Okay. Big old statue and then you take with I don't think that's it. Because then it's got to be like something like this, right? Like that's not possible. I think the real symbol looks like that. So maybe that's why it keeps looking bad. Because you need to cut through the middle. Which isn't really possible. This is annoying me, so I'm going to use a hint coin. In the example illustration, the plasma is divided by two lines, which makes the answer invalid. The fact that you need to use a single line to answer the problem is key. Since you can only use one line, you know you won't be solving this one by drawing lines through the middle of the plaza, right? Okay. There we go. I don't. Even if you avoid drawing your line through the center of the plaza, no single straight line will divide the plaza. By the way, did you notice the goal here isn't to make two pieces that are the same size, but merely the same shape? They don't need to be the same size. But maybe. I don't got it actually. Help. It's got to be a straight line though, right? Like, or is it not? No single straight line. Right, so it's not a straight line. It's a curvy line. I really don't know though. It's obviously not this, because it's all messed up, right? I don't know, I really would have thought it would be like this. But apparently that was not it. They don't need to be the same size, just merely the same shape. Yeah, but there's a freaking hole in the middle. You're late. It's fine. You didn't miss anything important. Just me solving puzzles. No plot progression has been made. Actually, I take that back. There was one thing that was learned, which is that Mr. Beluga, the guy who owns the train, he also owns the museum. That's it. And now I'm stuck on this 25 pick-a-rot puzzle because I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to use my final hand coin. You should know that the single line you need to draw is a circle. The only remaining question is where to place it so that the two shapes of the plaza have the same shape and are directly proportional to one another. Oh my god, that's so smart and I'm so stupid.
This should do the trick.
What?
Well, I suppose that's one possibility eliminated.
Okay. That was right. Don't cap. I'm just bad. How is that not right? I'm doing it again. I don't care.
Consider this puzzle solved. Ha! Wonderful.
I drew a circle both times. If you draw a circle around the plaza about 1/3 of the way out from the middle, your line will divide the donut into two identically shaped figures that are directly proportional. In geometrical terms, shapes like these are known as similar figures. Nice. Lots of folks come to Folsense dreaming of fame and glory, but you guys seem different. We also got this guy who literally looks like a rat. Like, I was saying he looked like a Ratatouille character. Take it from someone who's been around the block. Stay away from the woods northwest of town. Oops. Yeah, also, I think we got all the photo scraps from other locations. What am I trying to say? All the photo scraps in the alley. Oh, thank you. What? Oh, okay. All the photo scraps in the alley we've already picked up. So now we gotta go around the entire town and just find other things. You remember to take a rest every so often while you're out investigating the town, sir. Okay, I'm out of here. And we've got this little girl over here again, Joni. Hey, whatever you do, don't play in the forest on the edge of town. Oh, and why's that? It's what I heard from the people who went treasure hunting at that dusty castle outside of town. They also said that a vampire with big fangs lives up there. Yikes. Are you talking about the vampire who's rumored to live in Harrison Castle? Probably. Well, gosh, if you knew what I was talking about, why'd you make me explain it? That's what I'm saying. Anyway, even though the whole fang thing sounds creepy, that old vampire's nothing to be scared of. As long as you have a cross or some garlic, you're good to go.
Actually, I bet even a hunk of garlic bread would do the trick.
Oh my god, I love garlic bread.
Really? Oh yeah, everyone knows that. Yeah, I meant to ask you two. Do you know what this is? The wind blew it over here earlier. It's a photo scrap. I sure do. That's a piece of the photograph we're looking for. Well, then you should have it. I was just gonna throw it away. Please don't do that.
Although then it would just end up in the garbage dump again, which we love scrounging around in there apparently. Let's see if this guy has one. As a photo scrap.
As much as I love antiques, I adore puzzles even more. I've got a vintage puzzle I'd love to share with you if you'd like to listen.
We'd be honored to hear it. A vintage puzzle. Okay, let's see what it is.
Wonderful. This puzzle involves a certain rare vase in my collection. It's on display right over there.
What is a vintage puzzle? 20 picarots. Come on. This vase holds 101 stones, each identical in size and feel. There are 50 black stones and 51 white stones. Now, put on this blindfold, reach in and pull out as many stones as you like. When you're finished, if you've removed an equal number of black and white stones, you'll receive a number of gold pieces equal to the number of stones you pulled out. How many stones should you remove to give yourself the best chance of removing equal numbers of stones while getting the most money possible? $100.
This should do the trick.
How did that puzzle involve the vase at all?
And
It just
there
had
you
a
have it.
vase in it. Well done. If you remove 100 stones from the vase, only one will remain inside. If that remaining stone is white, it means you successfully removed 50 stones of each color. Of course, removing just 2 stones would give you the same chance of winning the coins as removing 100 stones, but the amount of money you receive for successfully removing 100 stones dwarfs the reward you'd receive for 2 stones. Cool.
Deftly solved. You're quite the sharp one, aren't you?
That's okay. Bro, this photo scrap hunt is quite the chore. I remember seeing this person earlier. I don't think I talked. Oh, it's a little boy now. Hey guys, what you doing there?
Hello, little boy. We're looking for bits of a torn photo.
Have you seen any pieces around? Layton's a little bit direct and on the nose, isn't he?
Yeah, the wind blew this thing by me. Is it what you guys are looking for? I'm normally all about finders keepers, but I'll give it to you if you solve this puzzle.
Alright, what's your stupid puzzle, little boy? Disappearing Act 1, 30 out of 30. What is this? Here's a classic puzzle. The rules are simple. You can move any ball on the board below as long as it satisfies the following conditions. To move, jump your selected ball over an adjacent space occupied by another ball into an empty space on the other side. And so diagonally, once you made a jump the ball, you jump over, disappears from the board to complete the puzzle. Okay. This actually reminds me. There's like a. Oh my god. There's like a restaurant in the US called Cracker Barrel. I think it's only American. And it's probably mostly like a Midwest thing. And I am pretty sure that at some of their tables they have this puzzle. It's like a wooden triangle and then you like hop pegs over each other, and like this is the point of the puzzle, is to clear all of them. And I actually had something like it as a kid, just like as its own thing. So I guess I've kind of done a puzzle like this before. But I don't know how to solve it. I think it seems like this.
And now
Okay.
to test my theory.
You've heard of Cracker Barrel?
Huh.
That's
Wonderful.
I mean, that's another place that has pancakes, I guess. I think they're mostly like a breakfast place. I don't know, Cracker Barrel's weird, because at least the ones that I've been to, they're also literally just like a store. It's like you walk into a store, and then you walk past the store and there's a giant restaurant. It's like, it's bizarre, but I mean it's fine. Yeah, I can imagine. Like I think it's only like a Midwest American thing. It's pretty whatever. Well done. This is one configuration of a puzzle known as Peg Solitaire. As the name suggests, the traditional version of this game is played with pegs that you insert into holes in the game board. That's what I'm talking about, man. The wooden game board with the pegs, and you gotta jump the pegs. Oh, I get it now. Thanks for your help, guys. Here's that thing you wanted. You know, there used to be lots of people in Folsense back in the day, but then everyone left. How would you know? You're like 5.
Oh, over here.
Dude, B is getting me so many hit coins.
Boy, you two sure do run around a bunch.
Is this gonna be the thing we... yeah, need sweat. Okay. Let's go over here to the cabaret. Oh, it looks like the inspector has found a new victim to grill. Of course.
So, the only way to Folsense is through a narrow mountain pass on the Military Express. In other words, no one gets in or out of town without riding that train, correct?
Oh, I see you've been doing your homework. Yes, I think you got your facts straight. She looks so disinterested all the time, by the way. Age takes its toll on the memory, you know. You can't tell by looking at me, but I'm no spring chicken.
That's quite enough, madam. If you're sure about the route into town, then we're finished here. Barton, let's go.
Wait, Barton's here. Barton was just in the hotel. I mean, yes, sir. Oh, rats, he dashed off. I was sure I could get him to come in and take into a show. Honestly, some boys just can't sit still for 5 minutes. Tee-hee. I don't know how you're supposed to, like, voice... Oh, photoscribe. I don't know how you're supposed to voice that when people say tee-hee, because, like, nobody says that in real life, right? Like, have you ever met a single human being that said tee-hee in, like, just normal conversation? Maybe you're one of those people. Maybe you'll be the first. Say, I think we stumbled across a piece of our missing photograph.
Indeed we have. I'll hold on to that for now.
You know, I just gotta make sure I'm covering my bases. I don't want to be like, dude, isn't this thing super weird and cringy? And then, you know, the person I'm talking to is like, I mean, I do that. Like, oh, I mean, my bad. You know, I'm open to learning. I don't judge. I mean, Teehee's kind of out there. Another photo scrap. Professor, there's a piece of the missing photograph.
Excellent. I'll put it in with the rest. Sweet.
Thank you.
Why is everyone so quick to warn people away from the castle? I mean, what does it matter? We're all going to die anyways. The path there is blocked by the gate that's always locked.
I take it that's the sole path to the castle then.
Oh, so you actually want to go there, huh? It's a weird and scary place, but I understand the feeling. The gate does open once a day.
Oh. Yeah. The gate does open. Come on, we already heard this, bro. I don't want to listen to all this thing again. Okay. I guess the people that wanted tea, if we failed to give it to them the first time, we just can never give it to them ever again. It's done forever.
I just found this piece of trash on the ground. Ugh, littering is the most boorish habit one can have.
That's probably not what he's supposed to sound like.
Oh, littering is the most boorish habit one can have.
Oh, look, Professor, it's part of the photo.
Yes, that appears to be the case.
I guess the pieces really are scattered all over town. What a huge pain.
It may take some legwork, but each piece brings us closer to the answer. We must retrieve them all. So,
the heck? What? I don't remember. Sorry to break up the tea party, but I'm the one who picked that up, you know. If you want it so badly, you'll have to solve this puzzle for me first, okay? I already forgot what I was doing earlier. 40 picarats. Turn on the light. Oh my god, it's an electrical engineering problem. The board shown on the left is wired on the underside so that holding contact points A and B together turns the light on. Now look at the picture on the right. This light has 3 contact points A, B, and C. No matter whether you hold contact points A and B, B and C, or A and C together, the light stays on. In that case, how must the wires be connected on the underside of the board? Draw the solution that requires the fewest number of connections. The dotted red line indicates a known wire. AB, BC, or AC? Okay. I don't know. I feel like this requires some knowledge that I am lacking. Like, my initial guess is literally just like some stupid crap like this, but it doesn't make sense, because so A, B, B, C, A, C, all of them connect the positive and negative circuits, right? So they complete a full circuit. It's like this can be true, and this can be true. But then if you connect these two, like, that doesn't make sense. Don't understand. Okay. Here's one. What about this? In this case, no matter what, the light will stay on. And it's the fewest number of connections. Is this a trick puzzle? Maybe.
And now to test my theory.
Aha! That's like the first time I've ever solved a trick question on the first attempt. Get wrecked. Bright idea. All you really have to do is connect that light bulb to the battery. The puzzle tells you that the light stays lit even when contact points A and B, A and C, or B and C touch. Naturally, the light will also stay lit even when none of those points touch. Aha. You're sharper than I thought you'd be. Here, I don't need this silly thing anyway. Look at him, his ego's so hurt, so fragile. That's right, you're no duke. You're like a count at best. Only 2 more to go. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Okay, so I think this way leads back to the alley. It does. This is the guy that told us that the museum was owned by Mr. Beluga. Which is kind of a weird name, isn't it? And then Luke made the astute observation that Mr. Beluga might be tied to the Hertzens somehow. Oh, is he looking for tea? If he's looking for tea, I don't know if I want to talk to him because I can't give him the correct tea. Yep, the museum doors are shut tight, alright. Let's get out of here. So I guess we just need to go far to the west, maybe? Well, this guy also wants some tea. Well, screw you, buddy. Oh, she also wants tea. Wait a minute. Did the tea timer refresh? Is everybody ready for some tea now? Okay, hold on. I think I did brew some tea. That would be nice for... Oh, God. Hold on. Okay. Wasn't there one that, like... helps with your immune system or something? Immune boosting. Alright, maybe we can give the immune boosting one to the lady who has bad circulation.
You got to help me. I don't want to be stuck shivering like this all night. Need a tea that'll warm me up on the double. Help me.
Okay. Spicy, immune boosting, and mood lifting. This is gonna be poison. Oh god. Okay, I don't know like what. I shouldn't have gone to do this minigame, dude. I hate this thing. It's just like a guess and check. I hate it. What is this? Immune boosting. Alright, get in there. Make the tea. Alright. Why don't you just tell me what flavors you want, huh? I'm out of here.
What are you going to do? What, are you going to just leave me out here like this? I'm gonna turn into an ice pop.
Then go inside. Nobody's telling you need to be standing out here. Oh, sweet. Photo scrap. Oh, I think this is part of our torn photograph.
Well done, Luke. I'll hold on to it.
Alright, we got one scrap to go. I did not realize there were so many places you can go from here. Yeah, the grocer. I don't want to talk to this guy. He's creepy. I don't know if I want to go in the tower either. It's gonna have this stinky man. Let's get out of here. Mr. All Natural. What's up here? Oh, right, there's the postman. Oh, he's back. Did he finish his deliveries?
Hello again, fellows. Your friendly neighborhood postman, Parcell, is at your service. Hi, Mr. Parcell. I've been wondering, why do you come all the way out here? Believe me, kid, I'd love to tell you, but that's a secret between the folks of Folsense and Dropstone. It's not really my place to gossip about their affairs.
Okay. Can you show us your jetpack? We go through the gate.
This place gives me a bad feeling. Who even knows what's down the path anyway?
From what I can see, it's just an expansive wilderness. Let's leave it be for now.
What? Okay. So the last photo scrap is somewhere around here. You know what? I think we might need to talk to the grocer. He might have the last photo scrap.
Ew, it smells so garlicky in here. It's making me kind of woozy. Whoa. Watch what you say about garlic, kid. It's the only thing keeping us safe from the vampire. Of course, with how business has been lately, I'm beginning to think it also works on customers. Ha!
Well, at least he's still bright and happy despite having 0 customers in 5 months. Alright, Mr. Smells Bad.
See that castle way off yonder? That there's the vampire's lair. I see him up there squooshing around in his fancy cape. I just know he's gunning for me and anyone else who'd stand up and fight for the town.
Really? Okay, hold on. Well, where the heck is the last location that we need to go to? Where is the last photo scrap? You scoundrel. Is it in the cabaret? Let me into the cabaret. Granny Riddleton have it? Okay, this dude wants tea again. I've talked to all these people. I'm so lost. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to this guy since he wanted tea earlier and we didn't give it to him.
Just so you know, next time we meet, I'll have something even more difficult for you.
Okay. Where is the last gosh darn photo scrap? almost pulled a Shadow the Hedgehog right there. This guy didn't have a photo scrap, did he? Yeah, I don't think the camera guy did either. No. This guy doesn't. This kid doesn't. He doesn't. Maybe I need to go talk to Flora. Maybe she has the last one. Ooh. Now let's go in the hotel again. Talk to Barton. Nope. Talk to Flora. Nope.
I'll be here resting. You two be careful out there.
We will, Flora. I do feel better soon.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know where to go. I feel like I've spoken to everyone. I've been everywhere. I'm pretty sure I saw one over by the gate to the forest. Oh, what? But anyway, I just gotta tell you how amazed I am at the number of out-of-towners I met today. I just met a girl who wanted directions to Hudson Castle, and now I bump into you two.
What was this girl like?
I kinda skipped the first dialogue, so I missed what he was saying, but... It was a cutie pie, probably in her late teens. Alright. I guess she's not with you two, then. You must be talking about Katya, Professor.
She would certainly fit the description.
You think she's after Duke Harrison's fortune? No, probably not.
I didn't get that impression from our brief meeting, but something is odd, that's for certain. But enough talk. We've got a lead on the location of the final photo scrap. We must make our way to the forest gate before the wind blows our clue away.
Bro, I was just over there, man. The professor and Luke decided to go to the gate at the forest edge to get the last photo scrap. I guess I had to talk to this guy first, apparently. Mr. Ratatouille. Oh, she's back. I forgot she was even here.
Folsense used to be home to many families of noble birth. Then Duke Hudson discovered a vast gold deposit on the outskirts of town, which changed everything.
I think I've heard this before already. Alright, let's go get that last photo scrap so we can finally move on with the game. Oh, the dancer's back out. Oh, she has a puzzle for us? Oh, so I take it you do want to come inside and look around, huh? No, I have one more. I just need one more. I mean, at this point, we could probably put most of the scraps together and get, like, an idea of what the picture would look like, right? It's like, if we're just missing a corner piece, who cares? Aw, look at those red little cheeks. My, but you're shy. Here, try out this puzzle. It'll relax you. Read it earlier? How old is she? Should never ask. A boy and girl are chatting at a local cafe. Looking up from his coffee, the boy says, "You know, I'm 20 now, but back when I was as old as you are now, you were half my current age." Neat, huh? Back when I was as old as you are now, you were half my current age. As you can see, this boy isn't the most concise of speakers, but using what he said, how old is the girl he's chatting with? 20. You were half my current age. Okay. 15. Dude. This one dot made it think it was a 4?
correct.
Cake.
Piece of cake. What is
15 equals 15. 10 times 2, 20.
nice. Careful read of the puzzle reveals that when the boy was the girl's current age, her age was half of the boy's current age. The boy's current age is 20 and half of that is 10, so the girl must have been 10 back then. Once you know this and factor in the other hints, it's obvious that the girl must be 15 now. Oh, I guess that would have probably been smarter to actually think about like how old she was back then. Oops. What was that animation? I know they've been playing that animation when she's been standing at the door. I didn't expect her to do it like in the full screen. Oh, you're a clever one. I love clever boys. They make me swoon. They honestly do. Tee hee hee. Another tee here. Get out of my face. Y'all are fake. Clever? Me? Layton, please say something, man. Get us out of this situation. Oh, you're getting all red again. That's just adorable. Come back anytime. A diary key. Let's go. Read a new thing for the diary. Oh. This person's back. Alright. Let's get out of here. Meanwhile, elsewhere. Ooh, okay. What's happening elsewhere?
So you would say he comes into town pretty often? Oh yeah, I mean, think about it. He rides the Momentary Express for free whenever he wants. I guess that's one of the perks of owning your own railway. Oh, and whenever I see him around, he's always with a shabby-looking guy in a conductor's outfit. 9 times out of 10, he's chewing out the conductor guy for something or another. He seems to be searching for something. Who knows what, really? But whatever it is, it must be pretty special if a rich guy like him can't buy it.
Could it be the Elysian box?
I still don't see the fuss over this Elysian box. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a box.
Well, it is just a box, but it also kills you if you open it, so it's pretty cool. Inspector, pardon me, sir, but I've just received word from headquarters. His alibi checks out.
Is that so? That's that, isn't it? Ha! Ha ha ha! Barton, we've got our man. Gather all the suspects at the hotel and we'll put this case to bed.
But, sir, if we know who the murderer is, shouldn't we go make an arrest and be done with it?
Huh? Barton, sometimes I think you might be the thickest Bobby I've ever met. There's no greater thrill in the life of a law officer than calling out a guilty party in front of a crowd. This is the moment this whole case has been building toward. I'll gather everyone up out in the double.
Why do I have a sneaking suspicion he's gonna try to arrest Layton? Yes, sir. Alright, let's go ahead and read this diary. We're halfway done with the diary.
Today is a day to celebrate. At long last, the girl I love has agreed to give me her hand in marriage. I must begin preparing for her arrival at once. I'll gladly change out the castle's decor if it will make her feel more at ease here. I'm also commissioning a special dress to be made for her. She's going to look stunning in it, I just know it.
Ooh, okay. Theory. This diary belongs to Mr. Beluga. And so Mr. Beluga is one of the sons of the original Herzen, and the princess is... Wait, maybe that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say the princess might have been Sophia, but then that would mean that Sophia was married to the other... Okay, I don't know what's going on. Scrap that. Just ignore I said anything. Or forget I said anything, rather. I'm gonna overwrite my save file. Let's go get that last scrap. Where is it?
Found one!
Oh, there it is. Oh my god. I actually couldn't see it.
Talk about a spooky place. Do you think the path beyond that gate leads to the castle, Professor?
From what I can tell, yes.
Gosh, anyone who would live out in the middle of a spooky forest like that must be a little batty. No wonder people think whoever's out there is a vampire.
Haha. Show a little courage, my boy. Oh, what's this here? Something stuck on the fence.
There sure is. It's the last missing piece of the photograph.
The last scrap of the photo, now you have all of them. Now that we have a lot of them, let's see if we can't piece the photograph back together. Yes, let's do it in the wide open where it can all get blown away. So this is gonna be 60 pigrats? It's literally a jigsaw puzzle, bro. Okay. Professor Layton and Luca finally hunted down all 16 pieces of that peculiar photo. Reassemble the pieces to reveal the contents of the image. Rotate a piece by touching a side and spinning it around. Be careful not to reassemble the picture upside down. How am I supposed to know whether it's going to be upside down or not? Okay, another corner. And this is a corner. Get this out of here. And this is a corner. Okay, this seems right to me so far. Where does this go? Oh, okay, that actually looks right. That looks right to me. Okay. Oh, that looks right. I'm getting so lucky. Man, put that there. No, that doesn't go there. It goes over here, maybe? Hold on. There's no way it goes there, does it? Doesn't seem right. That does go there, doesn't it? It's got to. Rotate. Okay. And this one goes over here? Is that right? Kinda looks right. Okay. Dude. Rotating these is kinda difficult. For like no reason. Oh, this corner doesn't go up here. Okay, hold on. Whoa, not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's swap these and these, maybe. Please just rotate. And then like that. Is that better? Maybe? So then this one should go over here. Okay. We're getting there. Oh. Now what? Aha. That, and then like that. I did not put it upside down, fortunately enough. There we go. Submit.
Let's see if this
Is this the
works.
Hertzens family treasure?
Piece of cake.
A frog. I think it might have been a ram. But it does look... I could see it. Okay, so is like if these are the eyes and this is the nose and this is like the mouth. I could see that. It does actually look a lot like a frog now that you mention it. Maybe it is a frog. Maybe that's the twist. Maybe it's actually not a ram and it is a frog. Yeah. You did it, but what on earth is this a picture of? Yeah, I mean, the other reason why I thought of a ram is because that's the symbol on the cover for the book. And that was the symbol in the hexagon, right? There, that's all of it. Gosh, Professor.
Luke, were I to venture a guess, I'd say what we see before us is the Elysian box.
Oh, okay. Makes sense, I suppose. I mean, I don't know. Like, the frog thing might be intentional. I guess there's only one way to find out, which is to wait until the end of the game. Oh, look. The design on the top of the box looks like the same as the one on the fountain in Folsense.
Yes, I noticed the resemblance myself. What an unusual emblem. The imagery seems to suggest some sort of demon, doesn't it?
Well, that seems appropriate, doesn't it? I mean, the box did kill poor Dr. Schrader, after all. Am I reading?
Well, perhaps it did, and perhaps it didn't. We won't know until we have the actual item in our hands. Now, our best course of action might be to show this photo to the townsfolk and see what they say.
Sounds good to me. Who knows? Maybe the photo will help jog someone's memory, or... Heck! What are we going to do now? Oh my god, I freaking knew it, man. They were putting the photo together in the middle of the forest. Why wouldn't you go inside first? The wind blew away one of the photo pieces.
Okay, at least it was only one of them. This is quite an unfortunate turn of events. Truly unfortunate. Who could have predicted this?
With that piece missing, the emblem looks completely different. Less evil and more like a, frog. Oh my god. There you go. See? Wait, that wasn't a piece that... Hold on, these scraps of the photo were not the same scraps of the photo that we were given. This is a sham.
Well, if we lose any more pieces, it won't look like much of anything. Let's paste the remaining pieces down so we don't lose any more to the wind.
Well, there you have it. The lamb, frog. It was intentional. It might have something to do with the secret of the box, in fact. When reconstructed, the photograph depicted the Elysian box. On the lid of the box is an ominous-looking goat, which seems appropriate given the box's sinister reputation. Goat emblem. A large ominous symbol in the shape of a goat's head decorates the top of the Elysian box. The same symbol can be spotted in some parts of Folsense. What connection exists between the box and the town? I don't know. Yeah, but the goat's face isn't on there anymore. It's just a frog. The professor and Luke decide to continue their investigation in town. Professor Layton, sir.
Barton, my good man, whatever is the matter?
The inspector has found the person responsible for Dr. Schrader's murder. I have strict orders to round everyone up at the hotel as soon as possible, sir.
Understood. We'll head there right now. Come, Luke, let's hurry.
I think he's going to try to arrest Layton. The professor and Luke decide to return to the hotel. Is Flora still in the game, or is she gone for the rest of it? Oh my god. Are these people's heads on pikes? What is going on? Chapter 6, The Road to Hareton Castle. Alright, well, let's go to the hotel. We didn't even get to speak to anybody first. I don't remember how to get back there, actually. Back here. Also, I guess we didn't miss any puzzles in that chapter, so that's pretty impressive. This Granny Riddleton didn't show up for anything.
Oh, Mr. Layton, so glad you could finally join us. With you here, we now have every suspect in the murder of Dr. Schrader gathered in this room.
How many people are there? Oh my god. Flora's there. Maybe they're gonna try to arrest Flora.
A few days ago, renowned archaeologist Dr. Andrew Schrader was found dead in his London home. His murderer is still at large, but look around you. You could very well be sitting next to the culprit.
True.
A suspect? Me? Utter nonsense. What reason could I possibly have to kill a man I don't even know? A bit slow in the uptake, eh? Mr. Beluga, every person in this room is after the Elysian box. That box ties each of you to a dead man. There's no doubt that one of you here did the deed. Sure, putting this case together has been a triumph of police work, Inspector. So tell me, what facts have you unearthed in these last few days? Watch closely now, Mr. Layton. This is how we unravel mysteries in Scotland Yard.
You have my full attention, Inspector. Please, hypothesize away.
This kind of reminds me of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
I first learned of Folsense through evidence obtained in the late doctor's office. According to his notes, Schrader spent quite some time in town researching the Elysian box. I learned that he died shortly after returning home to London. Everything came into focus. I believe our criminal first spotted the doctor when he was inquiring about the Elysian box here in town. Spying a chance to obtain the coveted box, the fiend followed the doctor to London and murdered him. Oh, now that's a deduction worthy of London's finest. So out with it then, who's our man? Hold your horses, I'm getting there. To summarize, the culprit must have been to Folsense before. What's more, this person must also have the ability to travel freely between here and London. As we all know, only those affiliated with the Momentary Express have that ability. And now, all eyes turn to Mr. Beluga, eh? Well, turn them back. Mr. Beluga stated he was in London conducting business that day, and his alibi checked out.
Huh? But if it's not Mr. Beluga... By the way, I'm probably blowing out my microphone, so apologies for that. It's kind of hard to do volume control.
That's right. Our murderer stands before us. And his name is Sammy Thunder.
What?
What you got between me, man?
I know Mr. Beluga's ordered you to turn over every stone in this town to find the Elysian box. He worked you like a dog, and you resented that treatment. So you decided you'd beat him to the punch and make off with this precious box.
This is an outrage.
Samuel, what do you have to say for yourself?
Probably that he didn't do it.
I'm being framed. You're out of your court, man.
Now I see why the box eluded me for so long. You've been holding out on me, Samuel.
No, I haven't. I swear, my favorite leather pants, man. Come on, Uncle. You know me. I'd never do anything that crazy, man.
You'll have plenty of time to tell me a story back in London. From a cell. Now come along.
So it was the conductor after all. I didn't think he had it in him, but at least we can all rest easy now.
Oh my goodness, Flora, so naive.
Professor, do you really think Sammy could have committed such an awful crime?
Well, all we have to go on is this single torn photograph recovered from the doctor's room.
Listen, she's sheltered, okay? She doesn't understand. She doesn't really have a brain.
Oh, so that's the Elysian box?
She looks so happy to see it. Maybe she is the murderer.
Wow, very fancy. I like the cute goat design on the top.
Mm-hmm. Alright, now, remember, back when Flora got body snatched back in Folsense. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my. Laura. Thank you, Flora. I knew something didn't feel quite right, but thanks to you, it's all come into focus.
Really? She's not just a suspect. She's the perpetrator of the crime.
Do tell, Professor.
Oh, come on, officer, man.
Oh
The
my
crime is
god.
Rockin', and rockin' ain't a crime. Yow! Let me go.
That was quite the vocal performance. I applaud you for that one, Sam.
You come along quietly. You know what's good for you. Just a moment, Inspector Shelby.
I got us fully voiced. Let's go. It's gonna be the big turning point in the story. I bet it's gonna be the same villain too, because he like showed up as the shadow. Is he gonna be the villain in every single game? Is he the guy doing the crime every time? Like that's kind of weird.
I believe we've all committed a large and rather unfortunate oversight.
I know you don't know who I'm talking about, but you'll probably see him later on. If not right now.
Can't you see I'm in the middle of something right now, Layton?
Where are you going with this, Professor?
No one here has ever seen the Elysian box that we've been looking for. The one and only piece of visual evidence we possess is this torn photograph. And get to the point! The point is this, Inspector. The only person who could know what the Elysian box looks like is the suspect you're after.
Get him,
And it
Layton.
is this person who must have stolen the box in the first place. Yes, and I've got the slippery fellow right here.
She's gone, or she turns up dead.
Ow! Take it easy, officer!
Point
with the
down, you
wind.
hooligan.
And watch the hair, will ya? Wow!
Sorry to disappoint, but he's not the culprit.
Score.
What? Stop
So
talking in
anime.
circles and get to the point, Layton. Who should be wearing the handcuffs? Isn't it obvious? If the criminal does indeed reside in our midst, he or she would be the only one of us to see the Elysian box in person, which means the culprit. Must be you there.
What? Flora!
Oh my god, he spilled his tea. I know, she's just sitting there.
Wait.
Inspector, look here. That's the photo I
She looks
brought.
kind of cute though.
Indeed. This, for those who don't know, is a piece of evidence recovered by the inspector. It's a photo of the Elysian box, and I have every confidence that this shot depicts the real thing.
But what if it doesn't?
So, this little knick-knack here is what started the whole mess?
Yeah, but like you'd only think that if you actually knew that it was a goat in the middle, right? It's like these don't really look like horns unless you know that it's a goat. I think that's the idea.
Well, to be honest, it's a bit outlandish for my taste. What with the bizarre frog head on it.
Aha!
Yeah.
I see you've put the pieces together too, Luke. Inspector, the emblem decorating the top of this box depicts not a frog, but a goat.
Unfortunately, we can't prove that because we don't actually have the last piece of the photo, so all of this is circumstantial and you can't actually arrest Flora, but still.
A goat? Not by my eyes, it doesn't. That's just
Oh,
it.
okay.
This photograph is missing the piece containing the goat's eyes. In its current form, the image looks like a frog to most people, as was the case with you, Inspector. Flora, dear, I believe you said the design looked like a cute goat, did you not?
Well, because it was like torn up, right? So I guess he never put it together. He was just carrying it around in his pocket all torn up. I don't know. He's not the brightest detective, as you can probably tell based on the limited interactions that we've had with him. Oh my god.
Well, that clears things up nicely.
He looks a little bit more evil now.
If you say you saw a goat, that must mean you've seen the real Elysian box before.
You?
Who are you really?
Oh my god.
Well played, Layton. I'm sure you're very proud of yourself for seeing through my disguise again.
She had the box. It's the same dude from the first game. Don Paolo.
Curse you, Layton. Curse you and that foppish hat of yours.
Don Paolo. Yeah, I know. I was a little bit worried that they would actually show the face coming off, but they just showed her face on the ground instead. Yeah, so in the first game, he was actually impersonating Inspector Chelmy. And so in this game, when Luke and Layton first met Inspector Chelmy, Luke thought it was Don Paolo again, and so he was like trying to peel his face off, and it was kind of weird. But yeah, I don't know. It seems like this guy is going to be the main villain in like the 3 of these games, which I don't know how I feel about that. Like, it'd be cooler if it was like a different villain each game, but yeah, I mean, he did basically admit to the crime, didn't he? And now he's like actually admitting to the crime for real by taking his face off.
I beat you to the box, and given a little more time, I would have beaten you to cracking its secret. Of course, the Hudson fortune would have been mine, but that ship has sailed now. So you're the one who had the Elysian box all along. Another brilliant deduction from Layton's apprentice. Clearly he's learned from the best. But yes, you're right, little man. I stole it off that old fool while he was snoozing on the floor. The geezer probably caught a cold sleeping on the ground like that. Not that I care one iota.
Oh, so he's not actually the one who's responsible for killing him. He just stole the box. Now that's interesting. Snoozing? But Dr. Schrader wouldn't sleep on the floor. Hey, wait a second. If you've been posing as Flora, then where's the real Flora?
She's dead. Oh, she's probably making hay angels with the cows in that old dropstone barn I left her in. Or maybe she's just sitting there fuming because you bumblers didn't even notice we switched places. I must thank you 2 dolts for your help. You've given me more than enough information. The jig may be up, but the dance is far from over. I'm so close to unlocking the secret of the Elysian box. Now I need merely take this box to the...
And then he slaps handcuffs on him.
Hold it right there, you scoundrel. Gah! I've got a lot of questions, and you will answer them once I've escorted you back to London. Where do you think you're going?
These games are kind of silly. A little bit goofy, aren't they?
Got you, you slippery devil. You meddlesome oaf. You have no idea just how slippery I can be. Don't just stand there, the worm's getting away.
What?
Fool, did you really think a soft-bodied flatfoot like yourself could catch me?
Yeah, I know. There's, like, watching this go down. I mean, it'd probably be kind of entertaining, right? It's like they're both trying to wrestle each other. One person's trying to escape.
So long, Layton.
And Layton's just like, well, that was bizarre.
Think you can give me the slip, eh? I'll catch you yet.
He does not care. He's like, well, we've learned of the location of the Elysian box, I suppose. Oh, wait for me, Inspector. Yeah, what was Barton doing? Or, if anything, Barton should have been the one helping. Wow, look at the 3 of them shake a leg. I didn't think they had it in them. I must say, I never once suspected Don Paolo had been posing as Flora, and for so long. So, what now? Is Flora just gone for the rest of the game? Like, she was barely in the game to begin with. The reason why she even showed up to begin with is because she didn't want to be alone anymore. And now she's locked up in a barn for like a day and a half. I sure hope the real Flora's okay. We absolutely can't forget to pick her up on the way back to London. Of course we won't. But I'm sure Flora is having a grand old time playing with the cows. Another thing I can't get out of my head is what Don Paolo said about Dr. Schrader. No. She's quite the tragic backstory, actually. As well, because, like, even in the first game. Anyways. The way he was talking, it didn't sound like he killed Dr. Schrader. But if he didn't, who did? I think you're spot on there, Luke. Something else is responsible for the doctor's death. Maybe it really was Sammy Thunder all along. We probably shouldn't have let him get away. Right now, I'd say the Elysian box is the key to learning what that something was. And I guess we've reached a dead end. Sigh. If only Don Paolo hadn't run off with the... Professor, look! No way. This dude dropped the Elysian box on the ground. Yeah, I guess that's true, isn't it? Well, I guess that makes up for it a little bit. It means he wasn't actually yelling at Flora. He was yelling at Don Paolo. How did Don Paolo feel? Do you think he was a little bit traumatized? Well, look at that. Don Paolo must have dropped it when he was running away from Inspector Chelmy. So this is it. The Elysian box. And now we're just gonna open it for fun.
At last, the box. Inside sleeps the key to uncovering a massive family fortune.
Beg your pardon, sir? He might have been.
Who do you think you're talking to, kid?
Mr. Layton, I'm going to ask you to hand over that box now. As a son of the late Duke Herzen, I am the rightful owner of that box.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. I knew it. This diary is Mr. Beluga's. Or maybe it's not. I still don't know.
This box belongs to the Herzens?
You hard of hearing, boy? Inside this box is the key to cracking the secret of the Herzen fortune. Seeing as how I share the bloodline, that box should pass into my hands and no one else's. Oh my, that does change things. I suppose we'll have to.
Mr. Beluga, listen to yourself. You're no more entitled to that box than I am, or any other person in this room for that matter.
You listen here, Porter. This is none of your business, so I suggest you keep your opinions to yourself.
So who's still alive in the Herzen castle? If the Duke Herzen is dead, it must be like the rest of the Herzen family, right?
No, I'm sorry, but I won't stand by and watch you claim that box as your own. If anyone has a rightful claim to that box, it is the current Duke of Folsense himself. Besides, I've heard about you. You turned your back on this town and left of your own free will. In my book, your claim to that fortune was lost the day you walked out of Folsense.
Oh, is that so? You've got some nerve, buddy.
If what Krantz says is true, I'm afraid I can't hand this box over to you in good conscience, sir. Hey, Uncle, why do you say we give up on chasing this box? Keeping stuff in the DL is exhausting.
Don't you tell me how to run my affairs, Samuel. You've forgotten who signed your paychecks.
I mean, isn't he already rich? Why does he need more of the fortune? I guess he just wants more money. Expand his train line. I never even wanted to be a conductor in the first place. Let's play an errand boy is getting old, man. There's more than a guy like me can take, man. Sammy Thunder wasn't born to work a 9-to-5 gig. Sammy Thunder was born to rock. Hey world, I'm climbing back on the rock train. I'm riding it to the top. Yow! Stupid.
Oh, Samuel, what are you babbling on about? Come back here at once.
Oh, he's just gone. He left. Okay, I guess he's just gonna sit on the train.
Sorry, Mr. Beluga. I think I'll have to hold on to this box for the moment. Fine. Do what you want. I hope that awful box curses all of you twice over.
Well, we found the box's location. The villain who made off with the Elysian box was none other than Don Paolo, brilliant scientist and self-proclaimed nemesis to Professor Layton. To find riches associated with the antique, he disguised himself as Flora and tailed Layton and Luke. Beluga was searching for the Elysian box, which he believed would clue him in on the location of the Herzen family fortune. As a member of the Herzen family, he felt entitled to any family riches, though some people in Folsense disagree strongly. Yeah, I mean, I know that they're going to answer all the questions, at least by the end of the game, but I am really curious, like, what exactly is the connection between Folsense and Dropstone and, like, the Herzen family and all that stuff? I guess those are, like, you know, the big mysteries left in the game. So, it seems Don Paolo wasn't responsible for the doctor's death in the end. Maybe it really was the Elysian box's fault after all. Well, look, only way to find out. Why don't you open it, my boy? Yes, it sounds like the doctor had already collapsed by the time Don Paolo arrived on the scene. Perhaps you're right, Luke. The box could very well contain a lethal element that killed the doctor. But without seeing the box's effect in action, how can we be sure? Surely you don't mean... I do, Luke. We must open the box ourselves. It's the only way. Somehow I doubt that it's the only way, but...
Please just hold on a moment.
Katya? It looks like she's from a completely different game, the way that she's drawn.
Is there any way I can convince you to let me have that box? It's of vital importance.
Why do that? I would need to know more first. Why is this box so important to you?
That's what I'm saying. Give it to Katya. Let her open it, man.
I'm sorry. It's not for me to say. But I must deliver that box to... to somebody important. I must.
Who is this person?
I can't tell you anymore. But once I'm done, I'm certain this awful curse will go away forever. The curse will end, and everything will be over and done with. And he'll...
Whatever do you mean, dear?
Come on, pick up the hints, man. She's not going to tell you, Layton. Hail. Somebody, anybody, come quick. Somebody else just got taken away to Harrison Castle.
I forgot how to do a vaguely Bostonian accent.
The vampire there is going to suck his blood, and then he's going to steal his soul. Why did it have to be him? Why? He was such a stand-up guy, too.
Who got taken away?
What? No, that's impossible.
So I wonder if the curse has to do with the vampire?
Wait, Katya, where are you running off to? Wow, she sure left in a hurry. Maybe all that vampire talk scared her.
You think what she was talking... Do you know what she was talking about? I feel like I could only follow half of what she said.
I'm as confounded as you are, Luke. But after our discussion, I am doubly sure now that this box contains a greater secret. The path to understanding everything lies right before us. While potentially perilous, opening the box seems to be the only course of action left to us.
Understood, Professor. Oh my god, Luke is ready to just die right now. He has that much faith in Layton.
Good. Then let's take this to our room so we can open the box away from prying eyes.
Oh man. I bet there's gonna be like nothing in the box. The professor and Luke decide to head out to their room in the hotel. Alright.
Finally, the Elysian box.
Indeed, Luke.
I can't look. Oh, no, no, no.
Huh?
Luke, he hasn't even opened it yet, man. Calm down.
Huh?
It's empty. I knew it.
The box is empty, and we're still alive.
Then it would seem my theory was correct.
What do you mean, Professor?
Oh, okay. I missed a puzzle, apparently.
We must head back into town and do a bit more asking around. I need to confirm my suspicions.
As expected, it is empty and nobody's dead. Alright, so what could it be? Maybe it's not actually the real Elysian box. Or, I don't know. The professor and Luke decide to look around Folsense for more information. Oh, we're going back to Folsense. Okay. I mean, we're in Dropstone right now, aren't we? Or am I tripping? Is it the opposite? Is Dropstone the other city? And this is Folsense? Actually, I forgot. I guess this is probably Folsense. Yeah, it's my man, dudes. You're the only reason I didn't want to catch that bogus charge. To say thanks, I pulled some strings with the museum curator and got him to open the place up for you, man. It's not much, but maybe you'll find some righteous info there to help your case, man. Make sure you check it out. Thanks, Sammy. It got pretty hairy back there for a little bit, didn't it? I still haven't gotten over discovering that Mr. Beluga is actually part of the Harrison family. Yeah, my uncle never really told me much about it at all. I just know he had some kind of blow with his dad, the Duke, and decided to leave for good. He did talk a lot about the brother he left behind, though he has a real soft side for the guy. I'm guessing his brother is the guy who lives in Dropstone. Or Folsense. I think it's Drop... I don't remember which city is which. But the other dude, the mayor of the other town. Now it looks like that another vampire's running around the castle. Hate to say it, but I doubt anyone survived that wicked scary monster moving in. Another diary key. Their access guaranteed, the professor and Luke decide to visit the Harrison Museum again. Alright. Let's go to the museum after reading and entering the old diary. All around town, people are falling ill to a disease that has no name. Some of the common folk have been saying that... Oh wait, I'm supposed to read it in the voice.
All around town, people are falling ill to a disease that has no name. Some of the common folk have been saying that our town has fallen under a curse. As the only son remaining to watch over Folsense, I can't even think of leaving. The thought would be more disturbing were it not for her. As long as she's by my side, I have the strength to stay and protect this town. Okay. So this diary might belong... I don't know, whatever. I should just stop theorizing because I don't know what's going on. All the answers will be revealed eventually, I'm sure. Let's go back to that museum. This guy wants some tea. No, thank you. And then... Is this dude gonna have a puzzle for us? Yes, he is. Name's Gregorio, and I love chess, like mice love fancy cheese. If you can solve this little chess puzzle I've set up, I'll tell you what I know about Folsense. That sounds fair. Show me what you got. Is it gonna be another night puzzle? Yes, it is. The Knight's Tour 2. Oh, God. Okay. I don't really feel like doing this, but... I'm screwed. No, this isn't right. Okay. I'm gonna quit this puzzle. I don't feel like working on this, man. Going to quit, sonny boy? Yes, I am. I don't want to spend 20 minutes guessing and checking on a puzzle like that. Who is this guy? Welcome, friends. I'm Grinko, and I'm the curator of the Herzen Museum. We have an extensive collection of artifacts pertaining to the history of this town and the Herzen family. Sammy told me all about you too. I hope you find our resources helpful to your search. Please feel free to peruse the collection to your heart's content. Will do. Thank you. The professor and Luke decide to explore the Herzen Museum. Alright. Oh, what's this? Professor, take a look at this case of knickknacks. Yeah, those appear to be common household items owned by the Herzen family. Some of them look positively ancient. Quite. The Herzen family clearly has a long and rich family history. I guess he is an archaeologist, so he might be really into this kind of stuff. These artifacts reveal the family's long history. Only the most valuable items are displayed in here.
Oh, over here.
There's a coin on the ground. Amazing. Now let's go up here. A photograph. Another spot the difference puzzle. You've taken a photo of this location. Something about it seems a bit off. Right. Let's check it. Hopefully it's not another 80 picker up puzzle. Might get stuck on it for the next 30 minutes. Okay. Let's see. Boom. Missing
This
page.
should do the trick.
It's done the trick.
And there we have it.
There we have it. I'm not noticing anything else that's immediate. Okay, never mind.
Let's see if this works.
Nice job, Luke.
Layton's apprentice strikes again.
Okay. The last difference.
Aha! The cuff.
Consider this puzzle solved. Ha! Wonderful.
Wonderful. Now there's a puzzle. There's a puzzle, hun. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Hint coin. Hint coin. And a puzzle. Cool, I found a hidden puzzle. Nice job, Luke. Box of books. Okay, it's only 30 pick routes. Shouldn't be too bad. The box shown below has a height, width, and depth of 30 inches. Within this box, you'd like to place as many books as possible. Each book is 20 inches wide by 20 inches long by 10 inches thick. How many books can you pack into this box? Books can only be placed in the box in the closed position, but you can position each book however you like inside the box. I mean, theoretically, it would be a maximum of 8, right? Because of mathematics. So the area of these books is 400, and the area of this box is 2,700. So, it's 8 with 300 area left over. But I don't know if that's actually the answer. I don't know what the most efficient way to do this is. Like, either way, you're losing out on area, aren't you? Right now I can think of like 5, but that seems pretty low. Five is the most that I can think of. Whatever, let's just try it.
And now to test my theory.
I was wrong.
Oh, my.
Too bad.
This
Think
one
in
is
3
quite
dimensions to
formidable.
find the solution. Bro, what do you think I was doing, man? I was trying to think in 3 dimensions. Okay. 20 inches wide by 20... What? That is, by the way, like, that is a massive book, is it not? 20 inches wide, 20 inches long, 10 inches thick? Like, how long is this book? Okay, okay. How many books can you pack into this box? I can really only, I can only get 5. But clearly that's not the answer. Is there some kind of weird thing where you like put it at a diagonal? Is that the solution? It doesn't really make sense to me though. I don't know. Is it gonna be something stupid where it's like you can place books on top of each other even outside of the box? Like, doesn't make sense because then it would be like infinite books. Do I need to go back to school? It's also a square book, 20 by 20. If all you had to do to solve this puzzle was count how many books you can stack in the box before it fills up, it wouldn't be much fun. You'll need to think creatively and in 3 dimensions to solve this one. Not helpful. The bottom of the box measures 30 inches by 30 inches. Each book is 20 inches by 20 inches. So you can really only fit in one if you place it flat. But if you do that, you'll be left with 10 extra inches on one side. Say, isn't that the exact same size as the thickness of one book? Yeah, I know, bro. Even if you place 3 books upright in the box and use 2 more to fill what gaps you have, you'll still have a good chunk of wasted space in your hands. Fitting the books together in a space-efficient way is of utmost importance in solving this puzzle. It's the worst hints of all time. What am I missing? I don't know what I'm missing. Right, so like, what they were saying is just put 3 books here and then like 1 book here. Oop. Here we go, we'll do like this. And then like 2 books here. I know, right? And then you'll have a bunch of space here. A bunch of space here. And a bunch of space here. How much will you have here? This will be 10 by 10 by 30, so this is 300. And this is 200. And this is 200. Did I do my math wrong earlier? Oh my god, I was saying it was 8 books, but it's actually 6 books that you can possibly fit in. Oops. I mean, apparently the answer is going to be 6, right? Like, that's the only other answer that I can think of. But, like, I don't know how the answer is going to be 6. I don't really care. I'm just going to put 6 and submit and get me out of here.
Now to test my theory. A true gentleman
Show me the
leaves
answer.
no puzzle
Oh,
unsolved.
we're almost at 2,500 Picrots, by the way. If you arrange the books in the box as shown, you can cram a whopping 6 books into it. Okay. Cool. I guess I'll have to keep that in mind if I ever decide to pack books in a box that are massive. That one was a tough one. That was 30 Picrots, by the way. But you know what? Fair enough. Oh wait. I'm probably supposed to actually click on these exhibits instead of just do the puzzle. This place looks like a fortune teller's house. You want to look at the jacket that looks like it belongs to a vampire? Is that Mr. Beluga? Oh my god, it is. Oh, and is that the brother? Or is that the mom? I think this is the main villain of the game, right here. Because they're on like the cover art of the game. Excuse me. I see you've taken quite an interest in that picture. Is this what I think it is? It's a photograph of the entire Hareton family, who were responsible for Folsense's legendary wealth. The distinguished older gentleman on the left is Duke Hareton. His youngest son, Frederick, is in the middle, and his eldest son, Anton, is on the right. Okay, so that's a son. So... what, Frederick? So Mr. Beluga's first name is Frederick, and this is Anton. That Frederick, that's Mr. Beluga, the founder and owner of the Military Express, is it not? Oh, you know him? I mean, he does own the museum, and he owns the Military Express. Well, in addition to owning a railway, Frederick is a friend of mine and owner of this museum. It's a sad story, really. He cut all ties to his father and left town 50 or so years ago. When he left, he took a small portion of the Hareton wealth and used it to start his railway. Yes, Frederick is quite a study in contradictions. He disliked his father enough to change his name, but he returned to Folsense to found this museum.
Did the feud extend to all the members of the family?
No, Frederick and Anton were always quite close, but their relationship with their father was never the same after that fateful day. What day was that, sir? The day Duke Hareton discovered the vein of gold that brought so much wealth to Folsense. Seems like he became quite greedy after that. He was a different man after that. Something changed him. Greed, perhaps? Well, yeah, that. You hit the nail on the head, Layton. Congratulations. There was something more than greed infesting his heart. What do you think that was? It was vampirism. No, I think it's best if we end this chat here. It's not my place to speculate about what goes on in the hearts of other people. Of course. Tell me this though, if you can. Where is Anton now? Perhaps he's in the castle? That's a good question. I've heard rumors that he might still be living in that old castle. But I can't imagine anyone would live in a place so run down that people call it a vampire den. Gracious, look at how long we've been chatting. I think it's time for me to get back to work. What work were you doing? You were just standing around. Please look around for as long as you like.
I guess even rich people have problems, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. Layton's not so sure.
This place sure has a lot of stuff. Do you suppose this is a picture of the late Duke?
I believe so, yes.
The old Duke Hareton died a while back and left behind a massive fortune. If he's gone, who was this vampire the whole town's talking about?
Who could it be? Sammy mentioned that Mr. Beluga had an older brother here. I'd say he's likely the man at the heart of all this talk.
But if he's Mr. Beluga's older brother, he would have to be old and feeble by now. I thought vampires didn't age.
I mean, he does look pretty young in the cover art, so... I don't know, man. Maybe there is something to this whole vampire theory. Is there more for me to study in the exhibits? Help. Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
over here.
Over here. Thank you, B. Alright.
Oh, the statue. That's one impressive statue. I guess that must be Duke Hareton, huh?
This entire museum appears to be dedicated to celebrating his achievements, so I'd have to agree.
But wait a second. I thought Mr. Beluga owns this place.
Yes, I believe that's the case.
Isn't it funny that he built this whole place to honor his father? Maybe he's not so bad after all.
I mean, he also, like, doesn't like his father, doesn't he? Okay. I guess honoring your father makes you a good person. But where are the other exhibits? Have I not clicked on all of them? Am I correct in believing that you two are searching for a lead on the Elysian box? Yeah, that's right. Would you happen to know anything about it? I'm sure you already know that the Elysian box is a Harrison family heirloom. At Mr. Beluga's request, I've been researching the history of Folsense and the Harrison family. In doing so, I uncovered a secret in this town's history that reveals the truth of the Elysian box. Intriguing. What is the secret you speak of? It's easy to ask that question when you don't know what you're getting into, Mr. Layton. But if you thirst for the truth and are ready to face it, you do well to visit the town mine. Many miners used to keep little journals down there to document their time below ground. If you can find one of those, you'll have a first-hand account of what transpired back then. Thank you for the advice. We'll go have a look for ourselves. Come, Luke, let's head to the mine. So what exactly are we getting ourselves into? It sounds like we're, like, going on a suicide mission or something. Is Anton actually a vampire? Or are we actually gonna, like, get our soul sucked? The professor and Luke decide to set out for the mine on the edge of town. Thank you, sir. Okay, so I'm guessing the mine requires us to go through the gate that we saw earlier, probably. That would be my guess. Let me go ahead and visit Granny Riddleton's real quick just to do that one puzzle that we missed. Just for fun. Jars and cans. Puzzle 98. A long line of jars and cans sits on the counter. Your job is to rearrange these items so that both jars and cans are grouped with items of the same type. However, in doing so, you must always move 2 containers at once. Move items around by touching the red icon between 2 containers and dragging the selected pair of items around with your stylus. Okay. Oh, okay. I messed up a little bit. Like this, and then... Wait. This, and then like this, and then like this. Okay, good enough.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Not the optimal way to solve it, but I did solve it.
And there we have it.
Well done. You can solve this puzzle in as few as 4 moves? How many moves did it take you? How do you solve the thing in 4 moves? I guess if you just know the answer. Probably not that hard. Right. We're like 1 puzzle away from getting that secret. Hopefully we find one soon. God, get me out of here. I could be talking to these people. They probably have puzzles, but... Wait, there was a guy back there, actually. I don't think we've talked to him before. Oh, wait. No, we have talked to this guy.
I can tell by looking at you that you want to chat with me about something. But before we do that, let's take care of a little business first.
All the characters have, like, the same voice. Disappearing Act 4. Oh, God. Okay. You know the drill by now. You can move any ball on the board below as long as it satisfies the following conditions. Okay. This is not correct. Okay. I feel like this could be what I'm supposed to do. Nope. Oh my gosh, it's so close. But just not quite. I should probably be trying to be like systematic about this, right? But that's too hard. Okay, that's clearly not the answer. So I think it's something like this. And then I don't think this is right. Maybe not. Nope. What about like this? This is so wrong. What was I doing before? It was like this, right? I got pretty close. Yeah, just not quite there though. Just right next to each other. Oh my god, these puzzles, man. They're too hard. This isn't gonna work. Yeah, yeah. It's like I'm just honestly, I'm kind of tired. Let's just screw it. Just did you not like my puzzle? Let's just do these harder ones on another day, right? Let's just try and solve the mystery of the Elysian box by going to the. Oh my, who is this shady looking figure? You two must have nerves of steel to come all the way out here. But that doesn't mean I won't test what you're made of. Try this puzzle on for size. Okay. 40 picker outs. Different suits. Below are 16 cards. There are 4 cards from each suit. Diamonds, clubs, spades, and hearts. The cards are arranged in a 4x4 grid as shown below, and 4 cards have already been put down. Arrange the remaining cards so that each vertical column, horizontal row, and diagonal line of 4 cards contains 1 card from each suit. Tap a space to place a card there or to change a card's suit. Okay, so this is basically like a 4x4 Sudoku, right? So this is either going to be heart. Oh, wait, this has to be heart. Never mind. Whoa! Don't use a hint coin. This is a heart, which means that this is a spade. Okay. And then this is either a diamond or a club. This is either a club or a spade. And this is... Oh, this has to be a club. I'm so silly. Forgot about that. Okay, cool. Which means this has to be a spade. Okay. So then the last spade is here. Sweet. Which means that this is a club. Which means that this is a club, and this is a diamond, and this is a heart, and this is a diamond, and this is a heart, and this is a diamond.
This should do the trick.
Easy.
And there we have it.
And there we have it. Nicely done. Did that one give your brain a workout? It's a great puzzle to set up with real cards and share with a friend. There you go. Now that's what I'm talking about. Primo problem solving right there. Listen, Herzen Castle is on the other side of this forest. No one will come within a mile of it, but I hear the Duke's fortune is just sitting there in piles. If you're thinking about heading in, keep your guard up against the vampire or whatever's in there. This guy looks like Agent Smith. Or he reminds me of Agent Smith from Matrix. The suit and the sunglasses. Even the haircut a little bit. And the way he acts. Alright, where's the mine? It's probably to the left, right? This must be the mine we heard about, Professor. Yes, and it appears to be sealed off. Just imagine it, Luke. They used to dig for gold here. From what we've heard about the gold changing the town, there must have been a ton of it down there. But if it did so much for the town's development, why would they seal off the place? That's a question we might be able to answer if we can find some account of what transpired here. No sense in any more speculation. Let's venture in. Aha! Another spot the difference. Where's the camera? Alright, there's only 3 more locations after this, so I'm getting there. Alright. Feels like there's so few details on this.
And now to test my theory.
Where could the differences even be?
And there we have it.
There we have it. Oh, is one of these pegs missing? Yep.
Just leave it to me. That was almost too easy.
That was almost too easy. Bro, like you're doing a spot the difference. Calm down, okay? Right, last difference. God, dude, so much of the pictures are literally just like trees and grass. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Whatever this thing is, like, I don't know if it's a handle or what.
And now to test my theory.
Barely even see it. It's like 2 pixels on my screen.
Huh,
Probably even
wonderful.
lower res on the stream. Yeah, I guess so. They're hauling sticks in this minecart? Oh, and there's the puzzle. Professor, I think I stumbled upon a hidden puzzle here. The locked box. Oh man. Could it be the Elysium box? The box shown below is fitted with a lock consisting of 2 dials. You can't turn the blue dial, but when you turn the red dial, the blue dial moves an equal amount. To see the relationship between the 2 dials, you turn the red one from its original position as shown below. In order to open the lock, you must turn the blue dial to 3, 6, 4, and finally 1 in that order. Since you can't turn the blue dial directly, what numbers must you turn the red dial to in order to produce the desired numbers on the blue dial? What? Zero is 5 and 3 is 2. What? Oh, okay, I see. I get what it's saying. So you turned it this way. So you turned it from 0 to 3, and then this went from 5 to 2. So it's reverse. So whenever you move this clockwise, this moves counterclockwise. So if you want to get this to 3, then you need to put this on 2. right? We're gonna get it to 6 from 2. We need to move it 4. So to 6. Oh, that's interesting. So when they're on the 6, they're on the same thing? Is that right? No, that doesn't make sense. No, because it was on 3. Okay, so you need to move it 3. Be back. So when you go to 7. From 6 to 4, so you move it 2 this way, so you go to 1. And then to 1. You need to move it 3 this way. It means 3 this way, so to 6. That doesn't make sense. Hold on. 2, 3, 7, 6, 1, 4. And then 4 to 1. Yeah, 4 to 1. There you go. Okay, that makes sense because 3 and 2. Okay. 2, 7, 1, 4. Maybe?
And now to test my theory.
Haha! Okay. That's
Huh.
a little bit of a
Wonderful.
brain melter in the visualization department. Oh, I guess you could have just mapped it out like that, huh? Wouldn't have been too bad. That was tough. The red dial has to be turned as 2, 7, 1, and finally 4 to produce the numbers you need on the blue dial. Turns out these two dials actually rotate in opposite directions. One great way to solve this problem is to create a chart with each dial's corresponding numbers like the one above. Yeah, I guess that probably would have been easier, huh? Phew, that one was no picnic. Give me that puzzle. Give me that. Or not puzzle. Hint coin. Alright, let's go. Go into the mine. Oh my god. What is this doorway? We're about to open up, like, a doorway into hell or something, I'm calling it. What is this meter measure? I wonder what substance this pipe carried. Okay, so we can't go anywhere else other than this door, huh? Alright, let's click on the door. This door isn't going to open, Professor. Yes, it would seem we need to solve this puzzle first. We need to solve a puzzle to open the door. Okay, sure. The button that opens the door in front of you is buried deep within this machine. So you can't push it directly. However, by pulling the knob at the top to the left or right, you can move the various gears and plates in the machine, allowing you to press the button at the bottom. In order to hit the open button, should you pull the knob toward A or B? Okay, so this thing needs to turn this way, which means this needs to go right, which means this needs to go this way, which means this needs to go left, which means this needs to go this way, which means this needs to go this way, which means this needs to go this way, which means this should go right. Easy.
Consider this puzzle solved.
I bet if you're an engineer, that probably would have been a lot more obvious.
And there we
So
have
it
it.
kind of looked like you were just going the opposite direction each time. Nicely done. Moving the knob toward B will spin the gears in a way that causes the bottom lever to hit the open button. Since there are only 2 possible answers for this puzzle, you could have just guessed, but we're sure you thought the problem out before answering, right? Yeah, I did. Oh, well, there you go. Was that puzzle easier for you? I mean, I guess it's only like if you actually work with gears. Not everybody works with gears, but I think in my physics class we did some stuff with gears, maybe? I knew some people in high school, when they were doing physics, they had to talk about like gear coefficients or whatever. We didn't have to do that much of that in my class. Yeah, well there you go. I don't know. It reminds me of like those videos on YouTube with like the Lego machinations or whatever. Where people build like crazy stuff with Legos or other like, construction toys. I remember somebody built this huge machine of gears to kind of show you the difference in gear coefficients as they go on. Because it was like, you know, the first gear you just spin and spin and spin, but then it's like, for the last gear, it was like, you know, you would have to spin the first one like 10 billion times to get the last gear to rotate once or whatever. I don't know. It was something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was. But it was interesting. I didn't really comprehend it clearly because I have no idea what was going on, but it looked cool. Excellent, the door is open now. Let's proceed on. Let's go. Okay. This pickaxe is covered in dust. Is this another puzzle? Look, there's something on the wall here.
That is most certainly a puzzle. Let's take a closer look, shall we?
Layton, not everything is a puzzle, bro. Some things just exist, okay? You can't make a puzzle out of everything. All the doors in the maze below only open in one direction. Each door can be opened by pushing from the direction shown below, but when approached from the opposite direction, no amount of pulling or pushing will open it. If you try to go through the whole maze from the start and pass through every room, you'd never make it to the exit. However, this feat would be possible if one of the doors could open in the opposite direction. Can you find and circle this door? He does love puzzles. Well, both of, like, this door just goes to a dead end. So either this one has to open twice or this one has to open both ways. So let's assume that it's this one first. So you go here, 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 here. Then I guess you can just backtrack to the end, but I don't know if that's what they mean by like being able to go through every door. Oh, because I guess if you go into this room, anytime you went into this room, you'd get trapped, right? So clearly one of these doors has to be the one. Because none of them get out, so it has to be this one, I think. Yeah, I mean, you know, I respect it. Layton loves puzzles. I also enjoy puzzles, clearly, since I'm playing this game, but I don't go around and see, like, you know, a vending machine. I'm like, this must be a puzzle. How do I order the correct item before? Right, it's like, come on, man. You did it. You had to pass through every room on the way to the exit to solve the puzzle, but no one ever said you can't pass through the same room twice. True. I finally solved it. Still, it's odd, Professor. Why would someone go to the trouble of placing a puzzle down here? Perhaps the miners made puzzles to pass the time between shifts as they worked in the mine, as all miners do. Another diary key. Another hint coin. Another hint coin. Oh my gosh, I'm rich. It's easy to lose your footing in this gloom. There's nothing over here to the right. There's literally a doorway. What am I doing? Go through here. Oh, I didn't even realize there's a map up here. I do hope this isn't part of the lift. Yeah. That would be dangerous, probably. What could this switch be for? Press it, Luke, and find out. We'll need to get this lift running again if we want to head farther into that mine. I want to do that. Aha! I see some severed wires over here. I bet they're the reason the lift isn't moving.
Let's see.
Yes. Go ahead and reconnect them, Luke.
That should fix our problem. By the way, this is just like a puzzle, if you're wondering.
The elevator switch. Oh. Circuit board for the elevator contains a puzzle. According to the instructions, you need to make the blue and red balls switch places in order to restore power to the elevator. Are you up to the task? No, I don't think that I am. But I'm going to try just for you, Layton. I'm already lost. I need to get this blue ball out of here, don't I? Oh no. Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. We're doing it. Oh no. Oh. Let's go.
Let's see if this works.
Okay.
That was almost too easy.
Please don't talk, Luke. You're stressing me out. Good job. So how many moves did it take you to complete the task? If you're really good, you should be able to solve the puzzle in as few as 12 moves. I don't think it took me 12 moves. Oh, listen, do you hear that? It sounds like the elevator's up and running again. Okay, I was getting a little bit of PTSD from the garbage puzzle, but that one was a little bit easier. Oh, the lift is making some noise. I think it's fixed.
Excellent. I suppose our next move should be to head down then.
Let's go. Oh my god, there's a vault. And more hint coins. Oh, okay. This floor smells of mold. Blech. You don't like garlic, you don't like mold. What do you like, Luke?
What do you think, Luke? This safe holds some of the journals that Grinko mentioned.
Well, we won't know until we open it. But how do we open it?
The lock's rather complicated. Let me see if I can decipher the code. Have you considered that it's locked for good reason? That maybe there's a vampire held in there?
What's this? Oh my god, is this like Mastermind? Find the 4-number code that opens the safe. You can use the numbers 0 through 5 in your answer, but each number can be used only once. The small lights next to each row of numbers are the key to finding the code, as they tell you how much in common that row has with the final code. Each white light indicates a number that it matches one in the code but is in a different place within the sequence. An orange light indicates a number that is in the code and in its correct spot. Okay, so 4, 1, 5, and 0, these are the 4 digits that we need to use because 4 lights are lit up. So 3 is not part of the equation. So between 0, 5, and 4, 2 of these are in the correct spot. And in 4, 1, 5, 0, 2 of these are in the correct spot, right? Only one of these is in the correct spot. And 2 of these are in the correct spot. Oh. So 0 and 1 are in the correct spot here. Which means 5 and 4 are the correct ones here. And 1 and 5 are the correct ones up here. Okay. That was pretty easy, actually. I think, unironically, I think you could have just used these 2 rows to figure out the answer to the problem. Or no, you needed this one as well. To figure out that 2 and 3 weren't a part of it. Anyways. 0, 1, 5, 4.
And now to test my theory.
Nice job.
And there we have it.
50 Picarots. That's right. The code is 0154. Some people solve this by entering numbers haphazardly until they stumble upon the solution. But it's much more fun to think your way to the answer. How do you, like, enter them haphazardly? There's so many combinations. Oh man.
That did the trick.
Alright. What's inside? It looks like nothing. Have a look at this, Professor.
Ah, this looks like a worker's journal. This is just the thing we've been looking for, Luke.
Why were the journals hidden inside of a safe?
Perhaps it can shed some light on what transpired here. Let's see what it says.
We dug up some funny mineral that I've never seen before here in the Duke's gold deposit. He's sure the ore can be refined into some other kind of precious metal. Personally, I feel like there's something sinister about this stuff. Not that the Duke cares one bit. Is this actually like vampiric ore? I know I said like vampirite last time as a joke. No, he'll have his way and we'll keep digging. I'd bet my life on that. Some other kind of precious metal? I thought this was a gold mine. Ever since we unearthed that awful ore, folks have been dropping like flies from some unknown illness. So many people in town are sick that half our workforce here has stopped coming in. What in the world is going on here? Gosh, that's just terrible. So many people must have been sick. You don't need to, like, commentate as you read, man. Just read. Folsense's run as a gleaming beacon of prosperity is at its end. This town is cursed and ruined. I suspect we're just days away from shutting down this awful mine for good. I leave this diary behind so that anyone who tries to reopen the mine thinks twice. Oh, and I wonder if that's what was in the Elysian box. Was a little bit of that ore. So maybe that's why it was saying that, like, people... that it was a cursed box that would kill you if you open it. It's because the ore, like, killed you or something. Maybe? How odd. The date on this last entry is from just about 50 years ago. That can't be right. The mine was up and running until recently. Yes, or so we've been told. But this has me thinking. Both this diary and Grinko suggest a connection between the Elysian box and the events in the mine. What I can tell, all of this traces back to a single man, the Duke himself. Even if he himself is long gone, his castle may yet contain the answers to all of our questions. So, does that mean we have to go visit that spooky castle for ourselves? Ha ha ha. Do you mean to tell me you're scared of the place?
Of course I'm not. A million vampires wouldn't scare me.
If there truly is a vampire living in that castle, I'd very much like to make his acquaintance.
Don't say things like that, Professor. If we met one, I'm sure he'd eat us on the spot.
And then we'd become vampires. Sounds pretty lit to me. The Professor and Luke decide to venture out to Layton Castle. Okay. Yeah, he definitely does. He's like, the Elysian box is said to kill you if you open it. Well, Luke, let's open it. It's said that there's a vampire living in this castle and who kills people and eats people for a living. And also there's an ore that, if exposed to you, you might drop dead. Well, I guess we've got to go to that castle. He does not care. I believe we retrieved the records we came for. Let's take our leave now. But what's this? The lift is out of service again. Oh my god, somebody trapped us down here. I say, this won't do. Oh, but look here, there's a set of buttons built into the wall. Surely one of these buttons will send the lift back up, but they're disconnected. Okay, never mind, there's just another puzzle. Gotta restart the lift. I feel like there was a puzzle just like this, actually, in the first game. The wires connecting the elevator to the button controlling it have somehow been severed. However, if you can connect the negative and positive wires on the top to the wires carrying the same charge below, you can fix the elevator. To do this, you need to draw lines between sets of X-shaped terminals. There are 2 lines to connect each positive and negative terminal to its counterpart and get the elevator running again. What? I don't know if I really understand this, but I think it's literally just draw lines to connect the wires.
This should do the trick.
Okay. That was a 30 picker out puzzle?
Ah, wonderful.
Fair enough. We're back in business. The elevator's working again. The buttons appear to be working. We should be able to leave the mine now. Okay. I guess we can leave. With that, though, I think it's about time that I end the stream, unfortunately. You know, I mean, I think it's at a pretty good stopping point, right? We're going to be able to go into the castle in the next stream. So, going to uncover some new mysteries. I guess before that, though, let's go ahead and read these 2 new old diary chapters. Oh, this wretched life of mine. The girl I loved and to whom I was betrothed has abandoned me and fled Folsense. Did all that awful talk of curses scare her off?
Or did she truly leave me to be with someone else she loves? Either way, her betrayal cuts me to the core. I trusted her and now I'm lost. Where do I go from here? What's left for me?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to figure out like what the actual answers are to the mysteries in this game. I think that's always the fun part for me for games like these, where it's like, you know, you got all these things where it's like it seems like it's some one thing, but it ends up being another, and you're just waiting to find it. That's why I like mystery games. Anyways, ever since she left, Father and I have been at each other's throats day and night. The mysterious disease plaguing our town continues to drive people to flee their homes for a safer life elsewhere. If only she had stayed with me, I feel like I could have weathered the storm. I still ask myself why she left this town. If she truly loved me, then why did she leave? I don't know. Sorry, man. Let's go ahead and drop another save, even though I just saved. Okay. Is there a way for me to get to the main menu? I guess not. I kind of wanted to see what the secret was, but I guess I can just look at it next time, but then it would be at the beginning of the stream. Whatever. Alright. I guess that's gonna be it. Let's go and X out of this. Alright. Well, made some pretty decent progress today, I would say. Especially compared to last time, where it's like, it feels like there was a lot more story progression. We learned a lot more things, right? I mean, we closed out the mystery of Flora's state of the Elysian box. And now we're going to figure out a little bit more about, like, the vampires and the Herzen and the castle and all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, you know, you didn't miss much, right? It's like maybe 30 minutes in, so got most of it. It's good enough. And if you really want to, you can always watch the VOD, of which there's not much, but, you know. Anyways, that's going to be it for me for today's stream. I'm going to be back on a Tuesday, as usual, or 2 days from now, I guess. Same time as usual, streaming the same game, hoping to make some progress. I doubt I'm going to be able to beat the game next stream, but it seems like we're getting pretty close. So probably like 2 streams would be my guess. If anything, if it seems like we're getting close, I might just make the second stream kind of like a marathon stream like I did for the first game. I think I ended up going like 3 or 3.5 hours in the final stream just to try and finish it up. So I don't know, maybe I'll end up doing that. Hopefully there won't be any puzzles that take me like an hour to complete. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you next time. Look forward to playing more of this game. I'm liking it. I like this series. It's fun. Just, you know, little mysteries, solving puzzles, and wacky characters. It's a good time. Alrighty. Have a good rest of your day. Later.